seen the wonder in the glimmer at first sight? As the eyes begin to open and the blindness meets the light. If you have soul, say, I see the world in light. I see the world in wonder. I see the world in light, bursting in living color. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. Have you ever seen the wonder in your second life? Have you come out of the waters with the old one left behind? If you have soul, say, I see the world in light. I see the world in wonder. I see the world in light, bursting in living color. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. I see the world in grace. I see the world in gospel. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. I'm walking in the wonder. You're the wonder in the wild. Turning wilderness to wonder. If you have soul, say, I see the world in love. I see the world in freedom. I see the Jesus way. You're the wonder in the I see the world your way, and I'm not afraid to follow. I see the world your way, and I'm not ashamed to say so. I see the Jesus way, and I'm walking in the light. I see the world in light. I see the world in wonder. I see the world in light, bursting in living color. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. Oh, I say, I see the world in grace. I see the world in gospel. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. I'm walking in the wonder. You're the wonder in the wild. Turning wilderness to wonder. Oh, I say, I see the world in love. I see the world in freedom. I see the Jesus way. And you're the wonder in the
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Yeah. Hope you guys are all doing well. We had a couple of big moves pre-market, that's for sure. That is for sure. I need to put something on the screen here very quickly. Let me see if I can do this right here. There you go. All right. There you go. Should pop up very shortly where I'm looking and monitoring things, maybe. Huh, interesting. Did not pop up. Oh well. All right, well, good morning, everybody. Hope you all are doing great and all that good stuff. Let's do this first. Let's do some good mornings. Good morning, Carolyn, Aman, Tom G, Dom, Susie, Henry, Karen, Davy B. Good morning, Davy B. Hope you're doing good this morning, my friend. Up bright and early. BJ, good morning, Venkat. Morning, Mo. Morning, Gift. Jimmy Jones, what's up, my brother? DG, Lauren, Victoria, Mila, Marianne, Troy, Siva, Dale. Good morning, Dale. Scott, Matt, Ray, KP, Michael, Jaron, Jules, Nathan, Karsten, Dave, Petra, Azam, Istvan, Sewell, and Andrew is what I have on the list so far. Alrighty. That's strange. Tony, are you on? Oh, where is Tony?
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay. That thing that I just put on the screen is not on the other screen that I was just telling you about. Oh, no, it's just coming. Oh my gosh, that delays. That delay is out of control, dude. It's not That's funny, dude. Okay. Anyway. All right. Who else? Glade. Idon. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. All right. Let's quickly give you some updates as to where we're at. You are going to be receiving very shortly the 2-4 indicator. You are going to love it. It is going to be wonderful. And I suggest you go back and look at all the entries and look at what you think your ATM may be. We can give you some guidelines for different times of day. Obviously, if you're going to trade it anytime outside of the first hour or 90 minutes, you would need a different ATM. But the entries are wonderful nonetheless. So that's that. We are very, very much working toward giving you that at some point over the weekend. I've already prepped my wife that even though we are going to be doing a 9-hour drive on Saturday, she may be doing some driving while I'm working on the laptop. All right, so you're going to get a 2-4 indicator. Also included in that indicator, you will also get a Maverick indicator that will tell you when the line is moving up and down. Okie dokie. You can use that as an indicator to take a trade for the first few minutes of the market, like we do. First 15 to 18 minutes of the market. If you get a Maverick indicator, you'll be like, okay, that's my trade. Anytime outside of that window, it is just for directional purposes only. This will all be explained in the video that we release with it. Blah, 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 blah. Then we are also going to give you an automation for the 2-4 entry. Okay, which means you can then have that do that automagically. So now you'll have an indicator and an automation. As you know, you can use automation with every prop firm in existence except for Apex, which is why we're going to give you both the indicator and the automated entry. Again, just make sure you've got an ATM that can handle the time of day. We'll give you some guidelines for that. That will be good. And then one other little update. We are, in fact, streaming live on YouTube this morning. Let me tell you why. Can I tell him why, Tony? Can I tell him tell him what's happening and why we might be doing that?
Sure.
Okay. we're getting a lot of people joining our beautiful Zoom call that are not part of our deal, and they are copying what we're doing. Not cool. We've just figured out, Tony pretty much just figured out how we can just go into Zoom, and basically we can now block everyone from coming on the Zoom call that does not have a subscription with us. It's actually not that difficult, it turns out. I just hadn't looked into it, but Tony did some research yesterday, did some work with Zoom, and starting next week, you won't be able to get into the Zoom unless you have a subscription with us. So what we're going to do for those people that don't have a subscription is we will also broadcast live on YouTube. How does that protect us? YouTube's got about a 90-second delay. So they're not going to be able to copy our trades, but they will be able to watch and see how good we're doing. But if they copy our trades and they're 90 seconds behind, then yeah, that's not going to work for them. So anywho, that's what we're doing. We want to protect you guys. We also don't want people just, you know, cheating the system. So for everyone that's just jumping on the flipping, getting the link from your buddy or whatever, just, yeah, that ends this weekend. Sorry, but we don't want that. That's not fair to people who are paying for what we do. All right, we got a minute and a half before the market open. If you're watching this one on YouTube, which I doubt most anyone is, because it's a test run. I haven't sent it out. There's a couple of people on there watching. Just know that what you're watching is a minute and a half behind the live data because of the delay that goes through the live stream. Anywho, which that explains a lot from what we witnessed previously, right, Tony? in a former life. Oh my goodness me, that's funny. Anyway, so now anyone can join from YouTube. We don't flipping care. So we'll just talk with those people in mind, if that's okay. All right, we got 30 seconds to the market open. The Maverick line is going down, which means we will be looking for a buy in the first 15 to 18 minutes of the market, which is when we trade. For those of you that are new or on YouTube, here's the way it works. You're going to look at this line here, which we call line 4. We call it line 4 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And when line 4 changes color, we will be taking a trade. Also, Tony, I'm taking these lines off because they're upsetting me. I see the world your way. I'm not afraid to follow. Move. Move. Right. More to come on that in a moment.
Candle.
Candle. Opening candle. All right, let's see what we get today. I don't know if any of you took this trade over here earlier on, but that was a banger of a trade. Anywho, all right. If you did earn one, burn one, you all won, which is nice. All right. Wow. Yeah, it's about a 90-second delay on YouTube.
Apex extended their sale, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to grab that information and put it in the Discord when I went live on YouTube, and I was like, okay, now I have just an extra thing happening on my screens, which, you know, whatever. It's just deal with it. You lost, earn one, burn one? Is that what I heard? Let me have a look at his candle. Let me have a look at his candle right here. Did it go up and down in the middle of the candle? Is that what happened? Because it looks like it went up. It looks like it only went up 48, but it went down 118. There must have been some violent intra-candle movement if you lost, earn one, burn one. All right, well, we are going to look for a buy right here. All right. If this line right here turns green, we are getting in a buy. We're getting in a buy. Troy and Daniel, I do see your hands. Just waiting for the trade before we get into Q&A time. For those of you that care to know, I got my wife home safely. That was awesome. About 10 minutes after she got home, I jumped on a call trying to get these indicators ready for you. Then took my wife out to dinner after she'd taken a little nap from her day of travel. And then we watched a rocket launch. And then I jumped back on another call for another 90 minutes until about 10:30 last night, I think it was. Figuring some cool stuff out. Oh, that was Tony, you weren't on that call, but you need to see the video from that. We did a lot of explanation with arrows and stuff. I wanted you to be able to see what we did on that call because it's gonna flipping blow your mind. You weren't very far off with your what you thought that thing that you explained to me yesterday. Yeah. Anyway, I'll show it to you in a bit. It's flipping awesome.
So close.
Yes. For those of you that want to know what we're talking about cryptically, we have something that we've been working on for a bit. Probably you guys probably won't see it until Thanksgiving, honestly. It's very, very, very complex. However, you will get more trades in the first hour of the day. You will get some banger runners out of it. You will be able to trade less contracts, less risk, more wins. And incorporated into that new thing is a very specific trade. Don't know what we're going to call it yet, but you might only get 2 or 3, sometimes 4 a week. And they haven't seen a loser yet. That doesn't mean it's not going to be a loser. It's not going to be 100%, but I'm just saying we haven't found one yet. So, yes, there is lots and lots and lots of things coming. But as far as the 2-4, very, very much 95% confident you'll have that by this weekend, ready for Monday morning. Will you have the automation with it as well? Yeah. Can't promise that, but I think the indicators you will have very shortly. We're waiting for this line to turn green. It ain't turning green. Looks like we have down, 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 and down. That's a lot of down. That's a lot of down. Oh, we have a few people on. Oh, yes. Tony, I just had another potentially good idea.
Potentially good idea. Gotta love that.
I almost said something different. Yes. It's funny what you learn along the way that you think is dumb, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I see why they did that. Anyway, okay. Good. Jules says we should call the new thing Spearfisher. No, I don't think so. I don't know about that.
I don't even know what that means.
You know, on Survivor, have you ever watched Survivor?
I know what a spear. I know what it is.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. Spearfishing, you miss a lot with spearfishing, is my understanding. Hey, we were supposed to have 2 rocket launches last night. So SpaceX goes up, no problem. It was kind of cool because the landing for the base, even though they're not doing it on land anymore, was right in front of our balcony. I mean, like a couple hundred miles out probably, but anyway, it was right in front of us. And we got to watch it come down and see it come down in the ocean and stuff, which was kind of cool. My wife hadn't seen one come down yet, so that was her first one. And then there was supposed to be a second launch 2 hours later, and it literally got put on hold with a couple of minutes before launch. They had a valve problem, and they had to scrub the launch, and now it's going to take off tonight. All right, these candles are weird, guys. I'm not going to lie. These are weird candles. Also, what's really weird, and some of you already know this, can anyone tell me in the chat what's going on right now that's really weird? And you barely ever see it. Anyone put in the chat what's happening right now that's really weird and you barely ever see it? And it's not a great sign. Not always. Nobody in the chat knows what's weird? My mic on? Come on. Nancy Pelosi is retiring. That's weird. No, what's weird is...
You're in a flicker on yours. You're on MNQ, bro. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I am. Deliberately, yes.
MQ, well, okay.
Look at this. You had line 1 and line 3 jumping up at the same time. Oh, you know what? My line 3's out of whack again. I hate it when it does that. It's like line 3 doesn't do that. That's crazy. Okay, I take that back. Let me fix this. Properties. Range. Fixed. 110 minus 10. Apply. That looks more like a green line. Okay, cool. All right, so Maverick was flickering. The Maverick line was flickering, but did not give us what we wanted. Oh, it wants to go up. You guys can do whatever you want to do. I don't think I am going to trade this morning. You guys can do whatever you want to do. I don't think I am going to trade this morning. You guys can do whatever you want to do. I am not trading this morning. Shoot. Did not mean to do that. Crap. Oh well. I just messed up royally. Anyway, you guys can do whatever you want to do. I am not trading this morning. Is my Maverick line not correct, Tony? What is happening here? Oh, no, there it is. Okay.
Oh, it is.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. I have what I would call a bit of a major issue going on over here that I need to figure out. Okay, I'm good. All right, well, it's come down. I'm glad about that. Did anybody take a trade?
I didn't take it either.
Did it give one though? It gave one, right?
Well, I'm assuming I unenabled.
There's no way, bro. Yeah, no way. No way I took that trade. No, senor. Okay. Oh, I wonder if my wife's took it. Shoot. I keep forgetting about hers. Yeah. She got in and lost. Okay. Just making sure. I was telling you. No way I was taking that trade. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I can tell you that I was not going to take that trade. What would your explanation be, Tony, if you was to tell people why you weren't taking that trade?
I don't know, bro.
I was going to keep it really, really simple for you guys. Ironically, we had it changed from red to green on a red candle. Let's start with that for now. If you see Maverick going green on a fairly large red candle, like 108 ticks, like really, like I would say just don't do that. However, with what me and Tony are working on and what you guys are going to be getting in a couple of weeks, hopefully, we would not have taken that trade. There's no way we would have taken that trade. So anyway, just food for thought right there. I apologize if you took it and lost. I'm just telling you right now, that trade won't even exist shortly. Shortly, that trade will not exist. Anywho. Someone said, are you looking at a new indicator? No, we're using our indicators. In fact, our indicators are what makes it, I don't know what to say. There is a collaboration going on. But our indicators are very, very heavily involved. I can tell you that much. But yeah, there's no way I would have taken that trade right there. I guess a simple rule of thumb would be if you see Maverick going green like it did right here, but you see a red candle, especially like over 100 ticks. No. No way. No way, Jose. Just you rarely ever see that. You might see Maverick go up and you might have a little tiny red candle, like maybe 20% of the previous candle, but that's fine. But when you see the candle would have been our entry was a bigger red candle than the previous red candle before. So just no. And I'd already said that the market was crap back here at, I don't know what time I said it. Let's see. It was about 6:33. I was like, no. Then at 6:35, I said, this is awful. When I saw these two candles right here, I was already thinking about not trading. By the time I saw this, I'd abandoned ship. So hopefully everybody on the call heard me say, you do whatever you want to do, but I'm not trading today. And if you took that, great, saved yourself some money. And if you didn't, you would have been happy if you won, I guess. But just know that that trade will not exist in a couple of weeks from now. All right, let's get some hands raised. Mr. Troy, how are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I am doing fantastic.
Good for you. You got some pre-market moves, did you?
I did. In fact, yeah, I took I'm using the 4-2. That thing's badass. If I can say ass on. Anyway, look at 543.
Might get banned on YouTube, but
Yeah, that's all good.
No,
So
that's not all good.
you don't want to get banned.
You jackrabbit. I just started it, you crazy chicken. What do you say, 43? Yes,
543, yeah.
perfect trade. Perfect.
Thank
entry.
you. Yeah, and I just rode that freaking wave all the way to shore. So, my amazing news to share is that I
Actually,
batch
you know what?
traded.
I would say this actually, Troy, just
Yeah.
before you share your amazing news.
Yeah.
Yes, we have an entry right there. Now, because you've got all five or all of the four lines, you have
Yes.
another entry there, and I actually took this one right here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you got on the third wave, but you're
when you've
you're
got
using
all,
the
yeah, when you've got all four down, and
exactly.
then line one just keeps doing this, good chance.
Absolutely. Well, and you got the third, I'm thinking of, surfing here, but you took the third wave, and that would have been more of an LT trade, legendary trade.
Yeah, and I didn't take the third trade because I thought it was going to be better. I took the third trade because I had just turned on my computer.
It makes sense.
And I was
You
like,
saw
oh my
it.
gosh, I'm getting lucky.
Exactly. So
And
I was able to.
I took one NQ on one PA account that's just it's at $54,500,
Mhm.
and I have an intention with that specific account to get it to $55,000 before I withdraw.
There you go.
And so I just took one NQ and made $33.96 on that trade, which wasn't too bad for one MNQ.
Right. So as far as that wave, I mean, what I do is also I do a pre-market check. So I look at TradingView. I have the session set up on there, so I can see Tokyo, London, and New York all blocked off.
Yep.
It captures the highs and lows.
all right,
And,
let's stop
just
here,
to kind of-
guys. Please,
Yeah,
please.
no.
We're
Anyway.
not talking 12 strategies again. We just can't do it, Troy. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's fine, Tony. So anyway,
We
what I
gotta
did
stick
is
to what people are doing here. Okay.
anyway,
Yeah.
what I
thank you.
did is as I rode that wave down, and I was able to basically get 5 of each. So I got 10 approved today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Great.
There you go.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
And
brother.
Thank you. And there was an LT trade at 626. If you look at that one before, so it was obviously 4 minutes pre-market. I just call it legendary trader, but it was the LT trade. So the entry was at 626.
Oh, one of the old LT. Okay, got it.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, that's what Roberta coaches on, and it only pulled back about 44 ticks, and then it ran for 400 ticks. So anyway, that was this morning. So you would only it'll only came into your stop area by 44 ticks. It was a beautiful trade today if you would have gotten in obviously at that time.
Yes.
So what I was going to ask you, what is the trade that you're saying is going away?
I didn't say anything was going away.
Oh, okay. You said something is going away a couple of times today, so I didn't know what that meant. Sorry, I was thinking about something else when you said it.
No, what will not be there in a couple of weeks is this Maverick trade that happened this morning.
Oh, so you're going to stop doing the Maverick trade? Is that what you're saying?
No. The Maverick
Okay.
trade that happened this morning, this specific trade right here.
He's just saying it would have filtered out that trade.
Yeah, it wouldn't give you that trade.
Oh, thank you. Okay,
It
so
would have
you're
given
saying
you.
that
It would have given you this next one at 646,
yeah, so you're
which would have
updating
won. Which I wasn't
you're
paying
updating the
attention
software.
because we were looking at other things, but that's okay. But yeah, you will get that one. You will not get this one.
Great. So you're updating the automation.
Everything's getting updated right now.
Oh, and that'll come out next week, or you're not saying yet?
No, no, no. All I'm saying is for this weekend, you're going to get a 4-2 indicator, and you'll get an indicator that will tell you that Maverick is changing directions.
Got it.
You will not get this updated trade where this one doesn't show. All you're going to get is an indicator that says Maverick just went green, Maverick just went red, Maverick just went green, Maverick just went red. That's what you're going to get.
Got it. And what I've been finding is that with the 4-2 trade, it seems to really be good when the market. I mean, obviously, you got to look at the market. What is it doing? What is it giving you? Is it consolidating, or is it directional? But when it's directional, it seems to help me pick out the entries that are preceding big moves. It's
There's a
phenomenal.
lot more to come with that 4-2 trade that we are not going to get into yet because everybody wants to know everything. So if we just do it step
It's
by
okay.
step.
I don't want to say more, but man, is
Yeah,
it working?
let us
Thanks,
roll
guys.
it out.
I'm super stoked though. So,
Yeah,
oh,
we
can
think
I
we've
share?
figured something out of not only how to trade, but also how to teach better and bring people in at the same speed of like, so we can all be decent traders at the same time. Because here's what's happening. Some of our traders get really, really confused when we start talking about manual stuff, and we don't want to alienate any of our traders. At the same time, we've got traders that are like, I already understand this stuff and I want to be able to take advantage of it. So we are figuring out a way to be able to inclusively include every single person. So here's my goal. I haven't said this to Tony, but I have said this to Tony a long time ago. I actually want to put this on a t-shirt. Let us teach you how to trade in 5 days. That's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to teach people how to day trade in 5 days. Anyway, if we can, we can. And if we can't, we can't. But that's the goal. So anyway, Daniel, good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Stevie. How's it going?
Good. Good. Things
Yeah,
are
there was
moving rapidly. And, well, they're moving rapidly on our end. They probably feel like they're moving at a snail's pace to you guys. But holy crap, dude. Yes.
No, it's fine. Patience is king.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
all right. What do you got for us?
Yeah, there was a nerve-wracking Maverick entry. It was very up and down at the beginning. Yeah, it was pretty scary, and I did notice that. So yeah, I stayed out. So that was good.
Good.
So okay, so my first question is how's it going with the signals popping up as the trade is brewing? Because I see, well, I think last time I asked you, you did mention that you're working on that. So, I mean, I would find it way more useful, or I find the signals way more useful if they start flashing as the trade is brewing, right? Because once they print, it's like we talk about microseconds and the first step. So yeah, so was wondering about that. And my other question was on the auto entries. So right now we have I think we have legendary auto entry.
Yeah, let's
super
talk about
software.
let's talk about your first question first, because otherwise I'll forget about it when we
Okay.
when we do the
Okay.
second. So you do already have an early warning system. When you see Maverick flashing green, which it does on every single trade, you'll know that there's a trade coming. Which is why I was able to say 3 times very clearly and slowly before that trade got in that you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not trading today. And that's because I kept seeing that flashing, right?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
I'm not
Absolutely.
saying that we can't put a signal right here that also says the same thing. So every time Maverick goes green, it could flash Maverick, whatever. Here's the problem. There's a lot of people are going to see that. They're going to get into a trade and not realize that they're supposed to wait for the clock to get to 0, even though those instructions are going to be very, 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 very clear when we roll the video out. So again,
Okay.
we're trying to protect the people that aren't paying attention because we really want to help them. But
Okay. Well, yeah, I think it's the way to go. I guess the more we learn how to read the indicators, the less value the signals have, But, for a lot of people that do, rely on auto entries and, not set it and forget it, but on the signals popping up, I guess the more people rely on signals, the less they'll learn the indicators, right? So
It's become very
I
clear
guess
to us that there's a lot of people doing set it and forget it.
yeah,
And like
right.
for instance, we had a few people cancel over the last couple of weeks, and when we asked them why, I cannot tell you how many times we've heard, well, I work during the live call, so I can't be on the live call, and I just let the automation do everything. And I'm like,
Right.
hey, so
Yeah.
you're not only
Yeah,
breaking
I mean,
one of our suggestions, but you're also breaking the prop firm rule. And
yeah.
and it's funny because that now means in effect that there's a prop firm rule in place to protect you, which most people think that these prop firms, all they're out to do is take your money, right?
Yeah.
Which is not true, because if you look at some of the withdrawals that some of us are having, like, they are there for us to make money. However, most people lose, and it's because they're not following, they're not getting the discipline to follow the rules, unfortunately. So
Right.
anyway,
Yeah,
I do feel bad this
I'm
morning for everyone that took the trade that's not on the call and couldn't hear my voice, because inevitably we're going to get people that say, well, I can't be on the live call. That's not fair that you guys knew not to take the trade. And it's like, well, I don't know what to do. It's not like in the 30 seconds where I make that decision, I can send a mass email out to everyone saying, don't take the trade that's about to happen in 5 seconds. Like, it's just not physically possible. So anyway, what's your second question?
I think your comment is very valuable, but yeah, for that you need to be on the call, because people should know that the percentages are just percentages and they fluctuate, so you can't just set it and forget it. And if it, like I said before, the call does have value. So
Yeah.
so I mean, yeah, because I'm thinking that I'm pretty comfortable with the indicators and knowing how to read them and the 4-2 and all that. But if we can see the signal flashing ahead of time, that'd be like gold, I think. That way we're not really like constantly looking at conditionals with the 5 lines. I mean, if it's too complex, then
All right, well,
fine.
let's take a quick poll, because I want to keep this as real as possible. If you had the choice between getting the 4-2 indicator this weekend or having to wait, let's say, another week so that we can put the flashing indicator on with the early warning system, which one would you prefer?
I think you know what I'll say. I think you know what I'll say. But would it be the flashing indicators for all the entries that we have?
Hang on. I'm looking at the responses. One person says wait for a week. Oh, three more people said wait. All right.
I'd wait for flashing indicators.
You'd wait for flashing indicators. Okay.
All right, I'll move on. My other question was that right now we have the I guess 2 codes, if you may, which one is the general auto entry, which I think includes Legendary and Super Scalper, and the other one is Maverick. So we're gonna get an auto entry.
We're gonna take Legendary X and Super Scalper out of there for you for now.
Okay, so we're gonna remove that one and add the 4-2. So we're gonna have Maverick and 4-2.
You'll have Maverick 4-2 manual, and we're going to give you an option where you don't have to have any indicators on your chart at all if you don't want to.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Looking forward to it then. All right.
Yep. Alrighty. So, we hadn't talked about this prior to now, but yeah, that Maverick trade that came in this morning, we would not have taken that trade, and we would have taken this one right here, and we would have won. So just know that there's improvements coming to Maverick as well.
There was another 957 trade that won. I know it's a new, but if you're just saying, there is some really good stuff coming.
What time?
I said there was also a 957 that won. I know that's a new thing, but I'm just saying, dude, it's
Oh, dude, don't go there with them, please.
I no. I thought that's what I thought you were talking about. Just
Oh,
know,
that's
just
oh, that's the one. Dude, I cannot wait to get on a Zoom call with you after this, bro. Oh my gosh, that is the one. This trade right here, Tony just pointed out, boys and girls. Okay, because you opened up a can of worms there, Tony. Okay, let me explain something to you guys really quickly. This is going to blow your mind. The one thing we have not been able to do up to this point is catch an entry on the way down. A lot of you guys know, and I get messages all the time. They're like, the market's going down and down and down and down. Why couldn't we get in on this move? I'm telling you right now, it's coming, and it's coming right here. Okay, all of our indicators, the way that they work, look down, 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 down. Give us a couple of weeks, and I'm telling you, when we get this little stall right here, this trade right here, you're going to get somewhere between 2 and 4 of them per week. And they flipping win so often, it is out of control. It's out of control how many times they win. We haven't found a loser yet, and now we've just had another one right here. And this would have been your entry. Now, not always are these candles as big as they are today, but sometimes you'll get like 20, 40, 18, 12. It doesn't matter. We can still pinpoint that entry right there. And there's going to be some of you. There's going to be some of you who will only take that trade. And you will be very, very happy with 2 to 4 trades a week and pulling in between $1,000 and $1,500 a week on your PA accounts. I'm just saying. Now that is, you got to give us time. We can't talk about release dates. We're not going to do it. I would love to see it by Thanksgiving. I will tell you one thing that's working in you guys' favor. We move this weekend, which means I'm probably going to be out of pocket on Saturday. However, my wife accidentally left our passports in California, and we need them. So my wife is flying out next.
where are you flying out?
What?
Flying out.
Because my wife kind of knows where they are in storage, and I don't want to. And I'll tell you why. Because we need to work on this, bro. So I'm gonna have another 4 days next week where I'm all on my own self.
That's my point. We'll go to the office.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. It's all good.
I got it.
That's another 4-hour drive and stuff like.
Yeah, no, it's so much time, dude. And plus, if I'm out there with my wife, we'll be visiting a couple of our kids, and she wants to go see the whales, and it'll be like a 4-day vacation. I can't do that right now, not with this coming. So if we can get the 4-2, this is the agenda for everybody. And Chris, Israel, Venkat, Mo, and Victoria, I'm coming to you. But I know you all have questions about what I'm talking about, so I'm trying to cover most of it before we get there. If we can get the 4-2, the Maverick, and maybe the automation for the 4-2 out to you this weekend,
Wow.
that will make, dude, these candles are out of control. That will make the next thing that we're working on faster. All right. We're going to go Chris, Israel, Venkat, Mo, Victoria. If we can keep it to 3 minutes each, that'd be great, because I feel like I've done a crap load of talking this morning. Chris, good morning. What can we do for you, brother?
Okay, buddy, how you doing? So sorry, my question is the same as yesterday, kind of, but so how come, again, I didn't look at all the details. I'm sure you know them all by memory already by looking at them, because you guys are pros, but so no stop loss, no nothing. We just lost, I tried to cancel before when you were saying it, and it just didn't cancel. In fact, a weird thing is I had 2 accounts still working. They wouldn't cancel, and they wouldn't even cancel on my Funded Futures website or Tradeovate for some stupid reason. But anyway, forget that. That's just a glitch. But I guess I'm just curious why 0 happened. We just lost everything.
You said you said 0 happened.
So like what I'm saying is I had all the stop information inside, everything lined up the way we originally talked about, or the way we've recently talked about. And so I didn't why did it not just lose a little versus the whole gamut? And I don't know what the numbers look like in the beginning. Yeah, because it never went up. That's what I think the answer is.
Number one, when you go to Tradeovate, are you still in the trade?
Yeah, I have two of them. They will not stop. Literally, I have hit the button like 12
Which prop
times. I mean,
firms are we talking about?
My Funded Future. It's only two accounts on My Funded Future.
Are you using Replicanto or are you using the strategies?
No, I'm using the strategy. The only thing I'm using Replicanto on is Apex. That's it.
Okay. So you can go to your log, and in your log, it will clearly state that a stop loss was placed at a certain price. You're going to have to go to My Funded Futures and say, hey, I put a stop loss at whatever it is, 25,627, whatever the price was. And then you can say, and you know, your software, whatever you want to say, you can say, why did it not get out at that stop?
Okay.
And they'll be able to go
cool.
up back and look, and they'll be like, oh man, this guy Chris had a stop loss at 22,567, whatever it is. And then probably sometimes the prop firms are nice enough to go, you know what, that's not your fault. We'll take care of it. And then they'll reset your account back to where it should have been.
Okay. All right.
Now, I'm
good.
not guaranteeing they're going to do that for you, but some of them will. And
Yeah, well,
a good company.
I mean, nothing's guaranteed, you know. I mean, that's okay.
Yeah. But like, why did they not get out? No idea. That's some kind of ninja issue. What I really don't understand is why you went to Tradeovate and you still couldn't get out in Tradeovate. That tells me that there's a Tradeovate connection issue, and that's why I think they'll reset your account for you.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, I don't mean to sound like stupid or anything, but like, okay, so I lost $220 on two accounts. I can buy new ones, but why did I lose $500 times 18 accounts? And so one of the guys already said, well, because the thing never went up.
I will say this. I jumped on a call with someone yesterday, and this is going to be an issue for most people with Replicanto, especially if you're new. He's like, I lost $800 today. And as soon as I heard the number, I'm like, you lost 3 times as much as you should have. He's either got the strategy running and Replicanto, or he's got multiple Replicantos. I said that before he even shared his screen. He shared his screen, and sure enough, he had 5 Replicantos open. 3 of them were all turned on. So when he got in for whatever contract size he did, which I think was 5 micros, he actually traded 15 micros. So
right. Sure, yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about, I'm maybe misspeaking. I apologize. I'm saying that we got in this trade. Forget all the specifics about all that hoopla about the not being able to cancel. Forget all that. Let's talk about the other 18 accounts. The other 18 accounts got in a trade. I literally was trying to get out, but I didn't, so that's fine. I lost $20 on every single one of them on NQ, even though I had all the 35, 35, 30, blah, 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 all that set up. None of that even worked. And the one guy on here says that's because it never went up at all. That may be the case.
Hang on. I feel like I'm getting a mixed message from you. You lost.
Yeah, I think so.
You traded one NQ and you lost $500. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Earlier, I thought you said that the trade was just going down and down and down, and you couldn't get out of it.
That's only 2 accounts on My Funded Futures.
Okay. All right. So we have 2 separate issues going on.
Correct. And I mean, you had a good point about My Funded Futures. I'll deal with it.
Let's clear up the other issue. If you lost $500 on one NQ this morning, everything worked perfectly because it did lose. It went directly backwards.
Got you.
So
that's 2 days in. That's 2 days in a row we've had that happen, right?
I understand that, which is why I don't know if you heard my voice, but I told everyone I did not tell.
I tried.
Okay.
I tried.
So the quickest way to not have that happen, by the way, if we say, hey, we're not taking the trade, is just right click and hit flatten everything. It'll turn off your strategies.
Got you.
Okay.
All right. Got it. Well, we'll
Anyway, moving forward, when we've done our update, you won't get that trade anymore. But you will get the one after at 646 and it'll win. Okay? All right.
All right.
All right. Cool, cool, cool.
Thank you.
Yep. Sorry you lost, though. I am sorry you lost.
That's okay.
Yeah. All right. Venkat, good morning, sir. How are you doing? I said I was going to keep that to 3 minutes. That was 7. I apologize. Let's move quicker.
Well,
Hey.
I'll give you some time back. You answered it. I wanted to make sure that that trade we could have entered if it didn't heed to your voice, so to speak. I was not planning to enter anyways because thankfully to Roberta, as she taught wonderfully in the manual trade how to read indicators and also just also the pattern of what's happening. So even if you didn't say that, I wouldn't have entered that because there were 2 or 3 trades like that a couple of weeks ago also lost because it flickered, it entered, and then it just surrendered. So glad that that is something in the new update. You guys are going to remove that. You answered that question.
Cool. Awesome. Next up is Mo. Good morning, Mo. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, as always, thank you, Tony and Stevie, for this blessing.
Hey, I met
I
your
was
wife the other day, bro.
Yeah, I know. She told me.
You did good right there, brother. Good job.
I complete her.
You married up like most of us did. That's what you did.
There you go. So my funded futures, is there something else that needs to be done other than I did everything? I connected them. I bought 5 accounts. I added them to my TraderVate. I added them to my Ninja Trader, but they're not. When I enable my my strategies, they're not taking any trades. Like they're not clicking or turning on or whatever.
Did you log into TraderVate and sign all the paperwork?
I did. Well, I logged into TraderVate and I set my stop losses. I don't know if I signed all the paperwork. There's paperwork that needs to be signed in TraderVate.
Was this your first My Funded Futures account?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So every time you get a new prop firm, the first thing you do is you go to TraderVate, you log in with the username and password that they gave you from, that My Funded Futures gives you.
Uh-huh.
And then it's going to say, are you a professional trader or a non-professional trader? And you click all those buttons and then you sign the document and then your data goes live and then you can trade.
Okay, I guess I thought I did. Okay, I must have missed a step then. Okay.
Well, there's an easy way to check. On your Ninja Trader, select a My Funded Futures account on the chart.
Uh-huh.
Try and trade 1 MNQ. Just place a buy or a sell. Doesn't matter. You're going to win or lose like $3 or $4, and see if it trades.
Okay, so select one of my funded futures.
Yeah, from your on the chart, select a My Funded Futures account,
and then hit buy or sell. Doesn't matter.
Well, make sure you're on MNQ and make sure you only do 1 contract because we don't know which way it's going.
I'm on MNQ. Yeah, 1 contract.
Okay,
So
then just
I'm
place
going.
do a buy or a sell. Probably a sell.
Nope, it gave me an error. Funded real-time market data required that trade.
You haven't gone to TraderVate and activated your data yet. That's what it is.
Okay, I'll head there now.
Log
Thank
into
you.
TraderVate with the username and password from the My Funded Futures website.
All right.
Cool beans. Easy.
Thought I
fix.
did it. Thanks, guys. Y'all be blessed and have a
look
good
at
one.
that. You didn't trade on a day that you potentially could have lost. So that's a great thing.
Yes, sir.
Here you go. All right, Israel. Oh no, Ben, then Israel, then Troy, then Patrick, then Joe, then Luis. Good morning, Ben.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I've been a fly on the wall for quite a while now, but I really wanted to know if there are going to be any specific directions on how to use the new 4.2 because I've been ignoring all the noise with this 4.2 thing going on.
Yep.
For a while now, and just wanted to know for those of us who really can't read his indicators the way everyone seems to pick it so easy, specific directions on how to get in and everything. And secondly,
I will do a very detailed but simple to understand video that will accompany the release.
Perfect. And for the copiers, I noticed everyone has been using Replicanto, but no one has really spoken about the Apex copier because that's the
Right.
one I've been using and hardly ever have any issues at all.
Yeah, I have the Apex one too. And I've had it for, I don't even know how long, a long time. Anyway, probably like 2.5 years maybe. And I mean, I have had issues with it, but I noticed that I have issues when I let it trade too many prop firms at the same time. It seems to max out at about 7 or 8. So I moved a couple of prop firms over to my other VPS, and it seems to be working fine now. So I think as long as you don't connect more than let's say 6 or 7 different prop firms, it's okay. The only issue you're going to have is with Elite. If you wanted to copy trade with Elite, there's only 3 trade copiers that they allow. One of them is Replicanto, but Replicanto just released a new compliant version. I'm sure somewhere there's a button for that. And I know there was a chat in the general about it yesterday. So you can find out more information there because I don't have Replicanto, but Replicanto is now allowed with Elite if you get the compliant version. Anyway. But like I said, we're going to try and roll out an automation for the 4.2 as well. So it'll just enter the trades for you.
Okay, thanks.
Awesome, man. Thanks, man. More. Israel, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, how you doing?
Did you get my message before you entered the trade or no?
Yes, I did
Good,
not.
good.
Yeah, thank you for. I see the value of listening to the live calls. Yeah, I just I guess you clarified some things. My screen blanked out over here where I couldn't hear your voice for like a minute. It may have answered one of my questions already, but you said again that the automation is coming out this weekend as well, besides the indicators, correct?
I did not say that. I said we're trying desperately to get the indicators out this weekend, and hopefully we can get the automation too. But I'm not promising the automation yet because.
Okay, I guess I kind of understand.
If we can, we will. We'll roll them out together. If we can't,
Right.
then we will just send you the indicator first because I think it's important that you have it.
Right. Okay, and with it, you'll have like a quick training, 2-minute video on what to look for exactly, and
Absolutely.
maybe what not to look for. Okay,
Absolutely.
good, because that'll help with the manual aspects and stuff. So
And if you want the quick 60-second version, I can do it right now, Israel.
okay, but hold on, let me just pull over because I am driving.
Okay.
All right,
You're always
literally.
driving, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm always going to my clients. Okay, all right. I pulled over.
Okay, for everybody that's ready, can you put a yes in the chat if you are ready for the 60-second training version of the 4.2 trade? Put a yes in the chat if you're ready for this. Okay. Rule number 1, you're pretty much only paying attention to lines 4 and 2. For this example, you do not need to look at anything else. Now, here's the rule. If Maverick, line number 4, is indeed going up, when this goes white, that is an entry. If the Maverick goes from blue to white down, and the Maverick line is red going down, that is an entry. So basically, you got to line up the white with the line 4. Now, line 4 has to go first. What you cannot do is you cannot have this go white and then this go green. That is not the deal. It's 4, then 2. That is the trade. 4, then 2. So again, because this is green,
okay.
If that goes white, you got to trade.
Right. And the vice versa, what would be if it was white and then turned blue, right?
Yeah. So let me give you an example. Right here we have an example. You see white went blue?
Right.
Was Maverick red?
And Maverick is red, and because Maverick went red first, that would be an entry.
Correct.
And you'd get in on the candle right after that, after you see that,
As soon
right?
as it closes, yeah, you would get in. So you would get in right here at the 543 candle in this example.
Okay, got it. That was a great 60-second training. I
Right.
love it.
If
All
you
right.
want to simplify it even more, you just keep watching the white blue line, and when the white blue line changes, it just needs to correlate with the line number 4. It's really simple, and we'll see
Right.
how this trade planned out. Yeah, that was a winner chicken dinner right there. Look at that, bang, 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 bang. Beautiful trade.
Gotcha. And this is
Make
the one
sense?
with like about a 76% win rate, but a 1-to-1 ratio, right?
So the 76% win rate was based on a generic ATM that we will give to you.
Mm-hmm.
However, what you will see as you start looking at this is a perfect example of this trade that we're going to be giving you. You can see that there was barely any drawdown on this trade, yet it went for days.
Mm-hmm.
When you apply a 125 profit and 100 tick stop loss to every single trade, you're only going to get about a 76% win rate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. However, if you're looking at these signals and you're checking all the lines out, right? Like for instance, line 1 stayed down, line 3 was coming down, even line 5 went red. There was not much chance of this coming back at any point. I mean, it was just that's a lot of what we would call downward pressure, right?
Right.
And the fact that we had another entry, and then again, I'm off the 2-4, but if there's another entry right there, there's another entry right here. You could have rode that trade all the way down, which is obviously more than 125 ticks, right? So when you
Right.
start to learn how to do this, technically you could have got 400 ticks out of that trade, which would be too much, honestly, because you'd break your consistency rule. But again, you can get more money out of these trades when you learn how to use the indicators instead of using a generic ATM for every single trade, because you're going to get trades with a generic ATM that won't pan out. But that's trading, right?
Right.
Here, we just had another entry. Every time I do this, we get off of it. Look, there was another entry right there, Israel. Look at that. White went
Right.
up, Maverick was green.
Right. I got you. And the green was first, so that's the key.
Did anybody take that trade?
I took it on one account.
You literally just made 80 ticks right there.
All right. And definitely it seems like the first hour of trading, it's the best for it, right?
For our indicators, it's always going to be that way, Israel, because that's what we built them on. We built them on the first hour of volume.
Got it. All right. Last question.
Yes,
'cause
sir.
I think I learned something new today from Roberta, but I just want to clarify. She said that if you see a 4-2 trade even before the market opens, you can take it. I didn't know that you're allowed to trade before the market opens. You are? I mean,
You can trade. You're in Pacific time, right?
I'm in Eastern time.
Oh, you're in Eastern time?
Yeah, I'm in Baltimore.
Why did I? Okay, never mind. All right. So technically, Israel, you can trade at any time between 6 p.m. and 5 p.m. each day.
Huh.
Yeah, the market is open for you to execute trades. It starts at 6 p.m. your time, and it runs all the way until 5 p.m. your time.
Okay. Is it any more or less reliable to take a trade before the market opens, or?
There are days where the pre-market move is outrageous.
Meaning not so good,
Meaning outrageously good.
Oh, okay.
And I believe today was one of those days. So if we go back to, look at these. Some of these trades are insane. Where am I? Oh, I'm in Pacific time. Hang on. Yeah, so these trades right here, this was pre-market, right? This was 8:41 your time.
Right.
There was a trade. There was a great trade at 8:22. In fact, that was a blue. That was a 4-2 right there. that we got it.
Oh, because it,
See, there was
I
a
see.
4-2 with a second entry. Then you had a 4-2 right here, with a second entry and a third entry.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, if you're
Okay.
just looking for the simplified version, if the white line goes blue and Maverick is red, you're good to go. And just like what happened just a few minutes ago, we had the white line went, the blue went white and Maverick was green. Good trade.
Right, right. As long as the line 4 happens first. Right. Okay.
Yep.
I gotcha. All right. This was all very helpful. I appreciate it. And I'm looking
You-
forward to the weekend. And thanks so much. And obviously, I'm looking forward also to the automated one because of the other
Yes.
accounts and things. So, all right. Thank you very much for
You're very
your
welcome.
help,
You're very, very welcome.
Larry.
The generic settings that we're probably going to send to you will also have a trail on it, just so you know.
Oh, good. So that makes the possible loss to be a little less, or the
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty. What time is it? 10. Oh, shoot. Oh, let me look at my calendar. I'm so sorry, everybody. Oh, dang. Oh, I'm good for another 15, 16, 17 minutes. Why does my calendar look like that, Tony? Okay, interesting. All right. Troy. We gotta bash through these people.
Yeah,
Hey, Troy.
I'll be quick. So my question is, you sent out in the Discord that there's an update to the training videos, and I have 2 people that came in. So, what's the changes?
When did I send that out?
It looked like it was sometime yesterday. There was a
No.
link in there. It wasn't?
Not me.
Huh.
I didn't send that out.
Okay. Yeah, I saw it in the Discord, so it looked like, I mean, it was like a pop-up, in the Discord, it says like you have a new message. So I went to it and it says, this is the new training video update. I went to look at it and it didn't seem like there was any difference in it. So I got excited at first because, we were talking about, new
Can you do me a
trainers.
favor and go find that real quick?
Okay.
'Cause
It wasn't us.
what's that?
I said we didn't send that.
Yeah, we didn't send it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to it right now. Oh, never mind. I don't know why it popped up as a, it came in. Okay, so never mind. I apologize. So
Okay, cool,
I thought it
cool.
was an update.
Don't scare me like that again, bro.
Well, actually, I got excited on the converse of that because, I sent you guys email and, hoping we can get some updated training because, there's a lot of old information in there from what we're doing now.
I honestly thought while my wife was away, I was going to redo 90% of the training and
It would be good. It'd be
Yeah,
really
it would
good.
be good, except that
We
you know,
will. We are. It's definitely on our radar.
my
Okay.
wife got back yesterday and she's like, "So what did you do?" And I said, "Well, let me tell you this. I watched TV for 92 minutes one night at 1 o'clock in the morning while I was waiting for a rocket launch just to keep myself awake. The only other time I turned on the TV was to watch a 15-minute clip of a soccer game that I missed, and I only ended up watching 3 minutes of that. And other than that, my TV did not go on for an entire week because I was at my desk, which everybody who came to my house a couple of weekends ago, my desk is still in the front room, everybody. Like I haven't had time to move it because we're working so hard on this thing. And so, yeah, no, I've just been working. I've worked more hours in the last 2 weeks than I think I've worked in the last 2 months. It's insane. So,
Well, good for you, Stevie. Really
No.
appreciate it. We're gonna all benefit from. We're all gonna benefit from it, right? I mean, that's why
every
we're-
single person on this call is
why
going
we're
to
here.
benefit from
And
what
I will
we've
say, per the other person's question, that what I've been doing is actually, I mean, because I'm obviously in California, so I'm very early up, before 5, and I'm just starting to study what happened in the previous sessions, and then I'm looking for the structure of the market, making sure that it's not consolidating and it's got some decent sized candles. So I'm waiting for it, and then I'm waiting for the direction, and then that's when I start looking for. Once I see direction and larger candles, that's when I'm looking at the indicators, going, okay, is there an opportunity? If it's not, then I don't. And that's the discipline. So anyway, pre-market works. I mean, and this is what I learned from Roberta.
Not every day, not every day. But
No.
some days there are
I'm
really
not
good.
saying every day. I'm
Right.
just saying that I'm looking for opportunities. That's all.
Yeah.
And there's some great stuff lately because our market has been so volatile. So I want to take advantage of it because I don't know what's going to happen after the market open. I've seen, lots of craziness like we saw today. It would have worked out anyway because if, like I had pointed out, that 4-2 trade, it was pre-market, but I was willing to take it. I mean, I didn't need to take it because I was already done
We
for the
we
day.
had 2 4-2s today
Yeah.
in the hour of trading that we like to do.
And both of them were phenomenal. That's all I'm going to say, right? People can make their week from just those 4-2 trades.
That is also a true statement.
Yes. So I just wanted to shout that out to everybody to hear
And
because
congratulations, Troy, on
it works.
really getting a grip on these indicators over the last week.
Holy moly. I've been putting the work in, if you can't tell.
No, you're
And
doing
I've been doing my best to contribute to everybody else. I won't be a Roberta, but I will definitely be, somebody who will try my best to basically share what I've been learning with others because I want everybody to win too. That's why we're here.
You get $20,000 in payouts and show me how you did it, and we'll talk more about your role. How about that? All right, Patrick. Good morning, Patrick. How you doing, brother? Patrick.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Welcome. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, just heads up. I know someone was talking. He was having trouble with Trade Evade a little bit ago. I've had data feeds been out for the last like 4 hours, like not getting live quotes come through from prop firms or Trade Evade. So I've got tickets out to everybody, trying to figure out where the lag is or what the problem is. So I'm just, if someone's having trouble with Trade Evade, you might not be the only one. That's all.
The good news with Trade Evade is if one person has an issue with Trade Evade, it really is an everybody thing. Also, did anybody just get that 2-4 trade? Holy crap, did you get that 2-4 trade right there?
Yeah, I got it.
Holy moly, are you seeing this guy? That's 3 trades this morning, 2 big ones and a little one.
Are you, am I still?
There's no one on this call that couldn't have made 100 ticks on that trade right there. Holy crap. Actually, I think you would have got 125 on that.
Stevie, am I still here? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Sorry, Patrick.
Hey, on the 2-4 trade you're working, are you guys running some sort of trailing stop on it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all.
Absolutely.
That's all I got, guys. I appreciate everything you do.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's 3 4-2 trades we got this morning. Woo! Woof! Somebody's making money. Let's see. Michael got it. Mila got it. Karen got it. James got it. Karen got it. AB. Oh, AB. No, you were talking about something else. Mo got it. Good job, Mo. Dude, good job. Anybody else get the 4-2 trade that happened 4 minutes ago? Tony got it. Am I the only person that didn't get it because I'm flipping talking and stuff? Okay, Luis. Good morning, Luis. How are you?
Morning. Quick question.
Dale got it. Oh, hang on. I'll be right there, Luis. Dale, you got that trade. You have no idea how happy I am that Dale got that trade. Gaurav got it. Everyone. Okay, sorry, Luis. Go ahead, Luis. Sorry about that.
Yes. Quick question on, so if we recognize a 4-2, when do we know how to get out?
When you know how to get out?
Yeah, like do we look at based on the number of ticks or
if you want a very simple way to know when to get out. Number 1 is obviously it hits take profit. Number 2 is sometimes you can wait for this blue line to get down to about 90% and then get out of the trail. Or get out of the trade, sorry. Right now it's down at 19%. And that trade's still going. Now, there are going to be trades that are going to turn around before it gets to 90%. This is not a hard, fast rule, but I would have a trail on that right now. And I'd be like, oh, look, the blue line just got to 10%. I would be happy with that. I would be trailing that very, very closely right now. Let's just keep our eye on it. Let's see if it turns around. 737, we got to 10% on the blue line. Maverick has a little bit further to go. There might be some push left in this. The green line did just start going down. You just got another 100 ticks on that candle. Holy moly, that is a flipping trade and a half right there, dude. That trade's already gone down. I'm going to measure this. I'm going to measure this one. That trade's already gone down 400 ticks, ladies and gentlemen. I know we lost today, or some of you lost today because you couldn't hear my voice, but flipping, please be excited about this. This is outrageous. 400 ticks. You'd be happy with that in a week. You just got it in. You got a trade right there. You got 80 ticks on this one. And when was the first one? Oh, was the first one pre-market? Maybe we didn't get the first one. Yeah, the first one was pre-market. I apologize. There was not a 4-2 there. But with the Maverick fix, we already took a win. So yeah, you got one trade right here and a massive one right here. That thing's still going. Are you kidding me? You gotta be joking me right now. Where did we enter? We entered at the top of this candle. You got 520.
Looks like we could still get in even if we get in late, right?
I would never ever get into a trade late, personally.
Oh, okay.
I would not. My rule, Tony's rule, our rule, I mean, this is what we tell people, is you get in here when this changes, or you don't get in at all.
Okay. Next question is,
Hang on,
I have
really quickly.
Right.
I just got a text from Tony. Our other trade that we're working on, it's probably going to take us a couple of weeks, already by 10:38 has 6 wins and 1 loss. Please write the word excited in the chat if you're excited for that. 6 wins and 1 loss, and it's only 10:38. Oh my gosh. Crap, this is insane. Type the word excited in the chat if you're excited for that. So we got 4-2 coming, and we got that coming. All right, Louis, carry on, please. I'm so sorry for interrupting you, but I'm super excited.
So I have take profit eval. I'm still in the eval stage, and because of the losses, I'm down to around 48, 49. Am I better off just killing those and starting over before the 4-2?
All right.
Because my trailing drawdown right now for those is like $44, 42.
$42 left in drawdown.
Yes.
Okay. How much did you lose today?
250.
Okay, so at the beginning of the day, you had about $300 left in drawdown.
Yes.
But you risked 250.
Correct.
You see an issue with
those
that?
eval were up or over 50 at one point.
Right,
and
but none of
because
that
some of the
matters.
losses.
The only thing that matters is how did your accounts look when you turned them on today, honestly. So I would have said, please make sure you've got a list. I like 5, but please make sure you have about 3 or 4 losses left in the bank. Which means if you only had $300 left, I would have probably risked 50, maybe $100. So that's 1 MNQ or 2 MNQ. Now, here's why. And now I'm going to get to the answer to your question. Is it going to be cheaper and faster for you to kill those accounts and then go buy new ones? Yes, it is. And for the month of November, when you do your bookkeeping at the end of November, financially, you're going to be like, I made the right decision. However, when it comes to November 2026, I can guarantee you that if you could get those accounts and build them back up to $50,000, nothing would give you more confidence in your own trading ability than pulling that off. Now, is that going to take at least 2 months? Absolutely. Are you going to have to pay for those accounts for the next 2 months? Absolutely. So financially for November, it's not the best call, but for a year from now, it's going to benefit you more than I could ever explain. So with that information, you can do whatever you want. And I know that the carrot is there to cancel it and reset it or buy a new one. And, financially, it just makes sense because it's faster and cheaper for November 2025. But what will benefit you more in November 2026 is getting out of that hole. But, it's not like I don't get it. where you're at, because I've been there myself.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Just so you know, the blue line got to 10% at 7:38. It literally just stalled right there. So the other answer to that question is, when do I get out of the trade? I would say whenever you see that blue line get to 90%, you better be ready to call it good. Anywho, all righty. I think we're done. Is that all good, Luis? Anything else I can do for you before we log off?
Nope, that's it. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, I am going to jump. Mariam, I was about to jump off. You got 2 minutes, Mariam. Come on.
Sorry, Steve. Just
Only because I love you. Let's go. Let's go.
Sorry, just the comment you made that piqued my attention. So the blue line, because I just want to be sure I'm reading the percentage correctly. Right now, it's at 10. So this trade is a downward. I didn't take the trade. It's going down. So you say when it gets to 90%. How? Because I'm reading this is at 10%. I'm assuming you're assuming when it reverses and it's going upwards, depending on where your trade is, you should get out, right?
Yeah, 10% on the bottom, 90% at the top, 10% at the bottom. About there, you'll normally see the trade stall out.
Okay, so right now, if I were in this trade, it's still good to hold on to, because that blue line is at what, 10% right now?
Well, yeah, but it's now that line's at 0.02%, 0.2% now.
Okay.
Okay, now you've got line 1 coming up. There's no way I'm still in that trade. I mean, again, that trade's a 5.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
It's an insane trade. There's no way anyone should be in that trade, but it came down 640 ticks.
Oh no, this with you won't get a payout if you trade like that, right?
right, exactly. But and there's sometimes where the blue line goes down 50% on the very first line, and it's at 90% like 2 candles later.
Got it.
Like, for instance, this one right here, look at this one. It went up 50% on the very first entry. By the time you got to 2 candles in, it was already at 90%. And look what happened. It stalled and turned around.
Right.
So if you want to use the white blue line as your entry and exits, you can do that. I'll also tell you this. If you get into a 4-2 trade, and then the white blue line changes color on the very next candle, just get out of the trade.
Okay. Got it.
Yep. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Good beans, everybody. All right. We got lots of work to do. We love you all. We're working our tails off. I didn't even play pickleball yesterday, guys. Come on. That's how busy we are. Anyway. So we will see you all in the morning. We'll get to work right now, and we'll see what we can do for you. All right. God bless you all. Everybody have